Hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. So we tried Torment 11, and Torment 11 was okay. We're certainly survivable, but we're not going to be killing things at any worthwhile speed. So we dropped back down to Torment 10. In terms of actually ploughing through, let's actually just check. We do have enough Death's Breaths that we could try doing an upgrade of something. So I think let's try for a shoulder. I think shoulder's more likely to give us an upgrade bit. So right, so where's Kadala? Kadala's over here. I'll actually just try gambling for them all first. Right, we'll upgrade one of these and fingers crossed. Just make sure. Yeah, there is actually a shoulders one in there. So upgrade rare item. Hey! Awesome. Now there's no point in us actually putting this on just yet. If we put it on, we'll get 4 pieces, but that's not 5 pieces, so we'll actually lose the benefit of the Mantle of Channeling. But knowing that we've got this available is great for us. So I'm going to put that right here, so we don't forget about it, and we can forget about shoulders for the moment. Now, in terms of gems, let's have a look and see what levels we can take things up to. We could take Amethyst up higher. I think that's going to be worth us doing, because as we know, this gives us a flat percentage increase, which gives us a flat percentage increase on our... Let's just upgrade this, on our shield. So it's even more valuable than normal for that sense. Yeah, we do need 3. Nothing but the best. It's only 23% life, but 23% life is a significant chunk. So, definitely worth it. Over here for the topazes, we can go up to royal. So we could upgrade these too. Right, so we need these 3. That gives us 2 more royals. And that's a relatively significant boost. I suppose Edge Sigil does give us a damage boost. Yeah, so when I was like hypothesizing before, it's not the fact that it's casting Black Hole and Hydra Forest that's important. It's the damage boost it's giving us. So that was foolish of me to speculate on that. Okay, let's have a look and see what else we might be able to do. There's not going to be anything from that side. We could re-roll that intelligence up. In fact, yes, we could start looking at the other bits that we have and see what can be improved. So intelligence is relatively good on that. Critical hit damage is great. Critical hit chance could be boosted. Vitality is very good on that. Over here, the regenerates life. I think we'll probably want to cycle that, but let's go for the gloves first. So if we can get the critical hit chance up to 10%, that's a good step in the right direction. Over here, the regenerate life, we can certainly get onto armor, and I think that'll be much better for us. So toughness goes from about 14 million up to 15 million. Yeah. Well worth it. And that armor's pretty solid. I think that's all we're going to get for the immediate benefits, unless we start looking at... Could swap that for a plain damage increase, actually. What's our area damage stat? 37%. It's not insignificant, but it's not enough to warrant an entire stat for it. So 20% of 37, that comes out about 6 to 7. Yeah, about 7%. So if we re-roll that and get 10% damage increase, that'll be an improvement. And that's the only one we could actually do it with, so let's go for it. Or we could put a socket in it and go for the actual emerald. So if we're going for the emerald, we may as well take it all the way up to 130% extra damage. We've got nothing of that, so that's 1, 2, 3. And this is good because this means we're going to have the emerald ready for when we get a perfect one of these. And we had 1 death's breath left. So that's actually significantly boosted our damage. Right, we're going to carry on at Torment 10. I like taking the time every now and then to go through and do these, but obviously that's not the focus. I mean, this could be improved as well. Everything can be improved. But we're going to carry on at Torment 10 and see how quickly we can actually go through and do this. That feels a lot better. Oh, and our shields are solid as well. Ooh, no thank you. I mean, that wasn't actually dangerous, but, you know, reflex of going, nope. Get used to running away from things. Well, not running away from things, but certainly paying attention to danger. Ah, speaking of running away from things. Man, I love the shield. The shield combined with our resistances is... I mean, we've got all of our damage resistances now that we're going to have in the end game. So at this level, I should expect nothing to hurt us. Actually, no, it's not all the resistances, because we've still got more Garrigan levels to go. So there's going to be improvement over time. Now, the mantle channeling is actually giving us a little bit of extra on top of our damage reduction, which we won't get in the end. I do have to remember that. But by the time we end up replacing it, I'd like to think we'll have a bit more survivability anyway, so it won't be a problem. Who knows with this game? Sometimes it really can be a mystery. Knowing that we're at Torment 10, though, there is a whole bunch of things that we can potentially do. Including the Uber Elites at Torment 10 that we saw before. Might as well use this speed pylon. It is going to eat our resources. Oh my god, look at them shoot down. That's okay though. All the focus in one place as much as possible. There we go, get the guy nuked. Get the other guy nuked. Just run through all of this like we don't care. Channeling pylon as well, oh my word. Channeling pylon actually really benefits us so much. I'm feeling like we could put it up to Torment 11 with this. I'm going to use the Greater Rift Keystones that we've got to run through at this level, of course. Well, actually, no, I'll probably put the next one up a tiny bit. But yeah, getting that emerald in is probably the biggest benefit from what we've done. Everything else will, of course, help. But that's going to be the one that really makes a difference. No, I was in the middle of fighting you. Don't go knocking me back. It's incredibly rude. So much time. Desecrator, Frozen Pulse, Flex Damage, Waller. Standing on the Desecrator is probably not a brilliant plan, but with the damage reduction, it really changes. Conduit. Yeah, sure, why not? Can't teleport up. Well, we'll refresh our various things and run into the next area. Yay! I hate this tile set. I mean, it's not as bad as some others, but it's certainly not up there with the greats. %. Let's get the Rift Guardian and get the hell out of here. I think I might have like almost doubled my damage output with all the different things that I ended up adding on to that. Nine minutes 28 seconds. That was 5:31, so we can probably do a Torment 10 Rift within 6 minutes if we got the right one. Scoundrel token, source bracers. Yeah, nice bits. So, Ice Blink, we're going to carry on pushing this up. In fact, we could wear Nemesis bracers. Swap those out temporarily.
I am returning to town.
Now the rest of Yoha? Hmm? Okay, well, what's going to be next? Cooldown reduction isn't really going to help us. Critical hit damage would. Attack speed would be counterproductive at the moment. Maximum arcane power would be nice. Yeah, let's focus on the maximum arcane power just for the moment. This is going to go into armor. And this over here is going to go on area damage. Why not? It's extra killing things. We need to kill things better at the moment. So this over here, the percentage increase is better. We don't get the critical hits grant arcane power, which is a staple of what we're doing at the moment. I could re-roll that Ray of Frost, but overall, I think it's worse enough. that it probably wouldn't be worth it. So this would be one that can get completely re-rolled when we get further in. For you, this will give you extra toughness, which is nice. It will reduce your damage. It's probably worth us swapping it over. The slow is better. Slow is better, so it's worth doing. This is going to get salvaged. Esoteric alteration. That's another ranked one that comes down here. I think we've already got, yeah. Oh, see, that can go. This can go. Nemesis braces. I mean, it's really tempting to put them on. Right, before I do that, let's get that saved. Now we'll put it on. Salvage, salvage, salvage. So we're gonna bump this all the way to Torment 11, even without our extra shield, because we still have a pretty big shield. That's going to be fine. Going to be totally fine. That's not the way to go. Remember, it's more about how fast we kill things rather than any of the other things that we care about. Oh yeah, our Hydras are doing so much extra damage. So our Galvanizing Ward is still going to be doing a decent amount of shielding. We've ended up kind of snapshotting it at the higher level, which is a little bit cheeky. But we've still not gone low on it at all, so... Where is the thing? Is he down there? Ah, there he is. Just down there in that little corner bit. That took a bit longer than I would have liked. Yeah, definitely need that critical hits give us arcane power back. Just to take the edge off when we're doing large amounts of channeling. Stop making me run away. It's very annoying. Oh, don't freeze me either. These are all bad options. Just give me a level up. Give me my resources back. Alright. Now, I could have summoned them out before, but I didn't want to, knowing that we're on that higher level. Especially with potential resource issues that go hand in hand with all that. I wish it made your resources regenerate faster. That would be ideal. If it could do that as well, it would be perfect. As it is, we just need to wait for it to run out naturally. There we go. Now we get back to our normal killing level. Yeah, we end up with faster movement but slower kill speed. Ooh, channeling pylon. I would love to get in the middle of that. Just keep all the focus on here, and if we trigger a death, we'll run away before we trigger a death, actually. But the damage reduction is great enough that I can ignore so much of that. I mean, we were face tanking in. I would not do that in any other situation. So our shield is now down to half its size, and it won't go back up above that until we put on Ashnagar's blood braces and reset it. Which we're not going to do, by the way. I do think that snapshotting is... it's part of the inbuilt game mechanics, I know, but it's not an intended game mechanic. And that kind of snapshotting is bloody cheeky. Snagged on the corner there, rather unpleasantly. Right, shielding, so we're going to have to thin these guys down. Lovely stuff. How's the shield doing? Oh, the shield's holding up just fine. Almost gained another level, so yeah. Just hammer it home. As much directed destruction as we can get in the time of this power pylon. It's not going to last forever, but certainly last long enough. Okay, we are back to just regular killing speed, but look at this. 94%, still 8 minutes to go. Now we're not going to be pushing up to 75 immediately, but it does fill me with confidence over the survivability of our person. I mean, this is like the counterpart to the glass cannon, where we've just got so much glass around our person that we're very survivable. %. There's the Rift Guardian. Keep all that focus in there. Amulet, sword, some blood shards, and Teguk. I'm surprised there's still legendary gems for us to find, but let's carry on putting up Ice Blink. There's a tiny spider just there. That looks like another Death Wish. Which would be very handy if that's the case.
I need to go back.
And another S of Johan. Wow, we are finding a lot of those. Okay, so we're still at Torment 10, but I'm happy to run at Torment 10 with Nemesis braces on, so we can speed through relatively quickly. It's a bit pants. That knockback is actually going to be counterproductive for a lot of what we wanted, but it is another one for us to potentially re-roll, so that's fine. In terms of the S of Johan, fire skills do more damage. It's interesting. Reduce cooldown of all skills if it affected his skills. Could be interesting. Don't think it does. I think we're just going to salvage it up. There's no need for us to really hold on to it. Tegot can go over there. Shard of Hate we've already got one of. I can just get salvaged up. And all these bits go in here. I don't think we have any more Greater with Keystones now, so let's do a Torment 10 Rift. We'll try and blitz through it quickly. This is not going to be a quick Rift. Without anything to actually fight in terms of elites. I wonder if that's the ice blink effect that's chilling those. I guess it must be. Juggernaut, so this guy's not getting stopped by anything. Right, there was something there for me to pick up. Don't know what it was, but we grabbed it anyway. We're still waiting for the Convention of Elements. That's going to be a big increase to our damage when the time comes. So, as well as getting the multiple pieces of our sets still to come, the last piece of Typhon's still needing to arrive. Wait, what's this? Let's grab that. We've got the Convention of Elements, which is going to add even more damage. So we can still scale up significantly more than we have. Let's not stand right in the middle of those explosions.
Still waiting.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fast run, but it's fine. It's a lot about the RNG for what kind of rift you end up in.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Yeah, they're close enough to kill that. Right, let's come around and get the flying moth things. Scorbanoth the Greedy. Well, Scorbanoth the slightly dead.
Still waiting.
There's more elites. Why couldn't we have found ones like this right at the start? Let's stand a little bit further away while all the explosions are going off. Just in case. Yeah, having it so that only one Hydra head can die every 2 seconds meant when we were face tanking all that huge amount earlier, I was pretty safe because we weren't standing in there for more than like 2.5 seconds once we started taking damage. So it gives you a little bit of leeway as long as you're paying attention, as long as you're not regularly hurting. Then you should be able to manage what gets thrown at you. Okay, gonna get frozen, but that's fine. Moon Clan ghosts. They don't really have the longevity that some of the other mobs have. These elites might though. Let's bring them a bit closer so we can kill them better. It's really hard to tell my own explosions apart from the actual like fire enchanted elite mobs. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep killing. That actually looked like it was a huge meteor hit that did all the killing there. Let's focus on these two, seeing as they're right next to us. Hey, there's some more. We're getting a load of death breaths out of this, so we'll be able to try upgrades. And I think once we get up to 5 pieces of our set... Oh, we don't even have Tasker and Theo yet either. Oh man, there's so many bits that we need to get. I mean, I could re-roll the gloves that we've got. But there's no point in us doing that until we have Tasker and Theo. I'm actually out of resources. And then I gained level, and then I wasn't. But for a moment... Right. All the focus on rhyme. None of the focus on reason. grab all of these bits and we'll head back and we'll hand it in. I don't know, we're certainly outside of time for it. But it's always worth trying. We did get some levels from that though. There was the Ether Walker. Ooh, an ancient Halo of Arlis. That's pretty nice. Another Ship of Delcir, which is pretty not nice. So over here, well, actually no. No, in terms of the Halo of Arlis, we'll put this down in there. I know we've got one. In fact, no, I'll put it over in these. Do I already have an Ether Walker? I don't. So we'll hold on to that. Everything else will get salvaged up though. Or will it? 16 death breaths. Everything else will get salvaged up. Yeah, not only did we get a not brilliant setup for that one, but also there wasn't really any pylons. So the whole point in taking Nemesis braces out was kind of defeated. We've got 2 Greater Rift Keystones. We could run another regular Rift and try and do this pretty quickly. Yeah, let's try it. Try and keep the focus on the elites. So far this is not a terrible place actually. So this one might actually go alright. Now remember, it's only 6 minutes we're trying to get. We're not trying to get 3 minutes or anything crazy like that. Oh, channeling pylon, that's going to be perfect. Other than the shielding from this guy. More elites hopping on in. Yep, give me all the lovely things. All those orbs. Channeling pylon never lasts as long as you want it to.
Not ready yet.
Can't just leave me wandering in the woods with nothing. It's entirely possible that we just ended up hitting everything dangerous right at the start. And there's nothing else really left in here, but I hope that's not the case. I don't want to go out just yet. There's another elite just down to the right. Trying to keep it going in terms of focusing on the old packs and finding new ones. There's some more elites. Get them a bit closer. This is what I was expecting. I love it when they come together and then I get a black hole on them. It's so satisfying. That nightmarish is really rather frustrating though. Okay, I think that's probably all we're going to get out of this area. So it might be prudent for us to move on. I will just have a little look around this corner though. Just in case there's any last packs down here, but I suspect there isn't. Nope. So we are just doing a rapid move to the end.
Need more time.
Avengers are always funny. Okay, give us more things to kill, please. Not all that fire under me, though. Even being mostly invincible, I'd still be wary of that. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I was a bit wrong about our timing. I think it is going to be quite close. Ooh, got some pants. Oh, not quite enough. Right, Rift Guardian's here. So when we go maximum focus,
I don't have enough arcane power.
Raider of Keystones, all the bits. Back to town we go. Oh, must have been just outside of time. Just outside. Oh well. We can still have a little gander at what we got. We've got another Halcyon's Ascent, we've got another Teldrin's Hand, and we've got Town Rush's Stride. Okay. Well, we could make ourselves even more defended by switching over to the shoulders and Town Rush's trousers. That'd be funny. Not necessary though. As hilarious as it would be, it's definitely not something we need to do. We'll just salvage these up. We've got points to spend, so they go in there and here and here. Right, and in terms of death breaths, we can afford to do an upgrade. So let's go for shoulders. Get those gone. We'll gamble first. That is not what I wanted to do. So, shoulders.
Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back?
Actually, we already got the shoulders, didn't we? Yeah, it's helmet and chest we need. What am I doing?
I've seen better. Don't forget, luck always changes.
Harness of Truth.
See you soon.
Hey, Typhon's chest. Great. It is not a brilliant one, but it's not terrible either. We can reroll that intelligence up, or we can reroll the blizzard onto something else. But that means we swap over to this, and we do a lot more damage. Holy moly, that's going to be a lot of damage. We still want the headpiece, of course. Let me just temporarily get these out. Okay, so Viz, you get your lovely chest piece back. That's great. Harness of Truth, that can go over here. That gets salvaged, that gets salvaged. Deathwatch Mantle, I'm pretty certain we've already got one. I thought we had one. Well, we've definitely got one now. Yeah, it's going to be headpieces that we gamble and potentially upgrade. Or we could upgrade a ring, that's another option.
Fortune favors the bold. That will look nice on you.
That is too expensive.
Well, it's amusing, but it's not the one that we wanted. It is better than our current one, though, because of that physical resistance. The vitality is worse, though, so overall it ends up worse. And that's where the little nuances come in. Okay, so we're going to try and get ourselves the helmet. I think that's the right thing to do. If we do get the helmet, we can temporarily put our shoulder piece back. No. Oh well, no harm, no foul. So putting the stuff away. The other Tower Ashes guys goes over here. We've already got Dark Mage's Shade just in there, so that can get salvaged up. But we are certainly significantly more powerful than we were a moment ago, so the difficulty is definitely going to be going up. What I'll do is I will run one last crazy Greater Rift, and we'll just see how powerful we are. We are crazy powerful.
Need more time.
Like, I don't even need to attack them now. We'll get Tasker and Theo on top of this as well. Periodically I'm stopping to channel a little bit, but I don't have to do that. Not at this level anyway.
Need more time.
It's not actually as fast as I thought it was going to be, but that's because we're in a really kind of like confined, enclosed space. And it's difficult to build up any speed in here.
Now.
These guys are just going to blitz through a Rift Guardian when it arrives.
Not ready yet.
I'm not even using Black Hole to draw things in together either. Well, that time, but that got cast automatically because he pulled me in.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Still waiting.
So we can definitely put the difficulty up. That much is certain. Maybe even to Torment 12.
Not ready yet.
I've got to go down to get. I've got to go down to get those orbs. Ah, snagged on a corner with my teleport.
So good, I astound myself.
It's definitely not what I wanted. Alright, well let's keep moving on. We're not in any danger, so... Oh yeah, of course, Nemesis Bracers.
Not ready yet.
The slightly more handy thing about being able to blitz through. Yeah, we are doing in the billions of damages at the moment. 8 billion at a low end. I think I saw 74 billion in... Yeah, there's definitely lows in there. Well, yeah. Got some gloves out of that. It's not our current ones, so we're not going to be able to just re-roll our current ones. Ice Blink getting up quite nicely. An extra 10% critical hit chance isn't going to be terrible, that's for certain. And we'll get our bits ID'd. But there's going to be nothing really interesting in them, just having glanced at them. So I think I'm going to call an end to the episode there. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this, as always. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.